everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori Brame and this is Holy City Mystic. So today I just wanted to talk to you guys about how to navigate Mercury retrograde. We get 3 Mercury retrogrades a year. It is the most common planet to turn retrograde, and usually it can have a lot of craziness happening and we just kind of look at the sky and we're just like, oh, Mercury retrograde, you know, what are you gonna do? But it is really an exciting time if you know how to navigate it. So I want to give you guys some quick tips as to how to navigate that. What Mercury retrograde does is it slows down all information, communication, and travel. So a lot of people are just like, oh man, my car broke down and then my watch broke and then I was not able to get to work on time, which threw off a meeting that was really important for me. And it was like all this craziness. So some things that you can do to kind of capitalize on the energy, because that's what every transit is. It's just new energy coming in and energy that's changing a little bit. So if you can really capitalize on that, you can actually make your life a lot better. I'm one of those weirdos that really looks forward to Mercury retrogrades. I absolutely love them because it really makes me slow down and do a lot of research. So a lot of people say retrograde, follow the research, redo, review, where you are looking over twice every email that you send. You're making sure that you're doing extra research, reading the fine print, stuff like that. A lot of people choose not to do anything during Mercury retrograde, and I really disagree with that. I think that there's a lot of things you can do during that time and not just kind of bunker down and wait for it to pass. If you have been putting off making any phone calls that have to do with gathering information, definitely make those now. So if you have been putting off calling the bank about a question that you have, or you've been putting off thinking about something, or maybe switching insurances or something like that, Mercury retrograde is the time to do that. Those are the times that you want to do all the research you can, make the extra phone calls, maybe stop by a place to talk to somebody, anything like that. Now is definitely the time to do that. Maybe don't switch banks or open that extra credit card or whatever it is until after Mercury retrograde is passed, but now is the time to do all the research for it. Also, pay attention to your car. Get the oil changed during Mercury retrograde. Make sure that that funny noise gets checked out. Anything like that, because Mercury does rule transportation. Also, maybe put off any heavy conversations that you have to have with people and write letters instead. Write letters and don't send them. Just get it all out there, get all the information out, say it wrong a few times before you're able to say it right, just to get it out there. Another thing that I absolutely love doing is writing down my ideas. I have so many new ideas during Mercury retrograde. And it's like sometimes they're good ideas that are going to be really amazing once I do them. Sometimes the ideas after Mercury retrograde is done for like a month, I will go back and look at all the ideas and I'll be like, that was an amazing idea. I'm so glad I wrote that down. And then another few, I'll be like, I might act on that someday, but I'm not going to act on them right now. Other things to do is just take things very lightly. Don't get too caught up in the mess. You know, if the internet cuts out at work and then your computer freezes and then it has to update this really extensive software that like you didn't even realize needed updating, but now you're out of commission for at least 30 minutes. Take that time to enjoy yourself. Really sit back and be like, I can't do anything right now. My hands are tied. I am going to take this opportunity to decompress, think about what I need to do next, make a list of everything that needs to happen. That way you're really capitalizing on Mercury retrograde's forced timeouts, because there are going to be a lot of those during this time. Another thing you can do if you are more intermediate in your level of astrology, you can actually look at where Mercury is transiting during this Mercury retrograde and then focus in on that part of your life. So there are 12 houses and Mercury is always in one of those houses. Sometimes it can retrograde back into a house that it was already in and then move forward into its current house again once Mercury goes direct again. So if you look at those houses, you can see, oh man, Mercury, which already rules the 3rd house, is also in my 3rd house, which has to do with transportation, communication, education, siblings, neighbors, things like that. And so maybe you can call up your siblings who you haven't talked to in a long time. Or maybe you can just plan a short trip, like a trip to a local body of water or something like that. You can also pay attention to what sign it's in. Water, air, fire, or earth, it's going to change how the Mercury retrograde feels. Another thing to definitely do is keep a journal as to what's going on. That will really help you just in your feeling out of energies as you're learning astrology. Just knowing, okay, this is what it feels like when Mercury is going through this house or in this sign. And as always, please take it easy on yourself. This is not an easy energy to have. It is an energy that I appreciate. I really enjoy it. However, it's not like an easy, happy-go-lucky, like Mercury really does put some sand in your gears and makes you slow down, makes you understand exactly everything that's going on, and it can be kind of hectic. So just make sure you're going easy on yourself, you're taking your time with things, and it'll be over before you know it. Take care.